mode.
Okay. So, good morning, everyone. Good morning in Australia, good morning in Asia, and good afternoon for our attendees in New Zealand. Today, we're going to talk about the StorageCraft opportunity in maintenance renewals and how you can capitalize working with us in that opportunity. My name is Leo Lynch, and I am the Sales Director for Asia Pacific. So we'll do the presentation today, and then we'll leave questions for the end. So this presentation is part of our overall webinar series that we've been doing through the month of April. We are also doing this through May and through June as well. So you can see it isn't just about maintenance renewals, but we have product specific webinars such as One Safe Solo. We have marketing webinars, how we can help you drive awareness and pipeline for your business, and also how you can partner with us. So from both the sales, marketing, and technical perspective, we have different webinars depending on your needs and how you want to partner with the business. Now, I've just been told that you can't see my screen, so I'll just make sure that you can see that now. So hopefully that's all good. So I apologize for that. So that's what I was talking about. I was talking about the webinar series and how we're running this last one for April, how we're running this for May and for June. So let me get now into the topic at hand around maintenance renewals and why you should focus in this area and why it's good. So look, renewals, they're an easier sell than your product. You have a captured customer. This is someone who's already engaged with you. They've already bought the initial perpetual license, and now it's about a renewal. From a sales perspective, this gives you the reason to call. This is a reason to call your customer, and it's a real reason. It's something that already exists, and so they're far more likely to have the conversation with you, and you can talk to them about lots of other things, but it's a way in. And relatively speaking, the margins on your maintenance renewals should be around the 20% plus mark, at least. And if they're not, then we can talk about how we can help you increase that. And that's from a percentage perspective. But what we're going to talk about today is how you can increase the actual rate on the smaller renewals, so your overall dollar coming back into your business is a lot greater than what it is today. And it's a repeat business, which is great in these times where we're living in the COVID-19 world, where it's a lot more difficult for people to shell out their money, but because it's a low dollar per transaction, typically, not always, but typically, and we can get a lot more repeat business. Then for you as a partner with us, you can get a lot more business coming in. So that's why you should focus on renewals. But then what are the impediments for growing your business, for the renewals business? So look, some of these impediments are that, particularly what we find is that we have a lot higher percentage renewal rate around the higher dollar value renewals. So smaller renewals consistently have a lower renewal rate. And that's just because your fixed cost on picking up the phone for, say anything under $1,000 and updating that and calling, and your cost of sale is much, much higher for a low renewal for the return that you're going to get. It can be, obviously expensive and time consuming, chasing those lower dollar margin renewals. But also, customers are also unaware of their upsell options. So can they move to premium support? Can they go to a 3-year option? So that's always opportunities to cross-sell and to get more dollar value per transaction. And there's also, some of the impediments of growing your renewal business are, the delays in process renewals. Sometimes customers aren't aware of the renewals. We don't have the right contacts to get to them, not the right person, the person's moved on, whatever it happens to be. So just managing all that data and that information does slow down the process and can eat into your margins if not managed correctly. So we know why we should do it. We know what the roadblocks are. So how can we help you grow the business? So we have introduced and are continuing to refine our renewals automation platform. So what is this renewals automation platform? So it's a platform for all your renewals, and specifically whether it's a low value, high volume renewals for you as a partner to aggregate those and be able to automate that touch to bring down your costs without the need of manual downloads and email files, which is typically a lot of things that we're doing today. So in one view, you'll be able to add your margin, you can see the license keys by customer, and issue renewals to those customers automatically. The end user can then renew with 3 easy clicks without any other intervention from you. You can also add in upsell offers that are automatically configured, priced, and presented without the need for multiple quotes. And essentially, at the end of the day, this is a real-time visibility into the end-to-end renewal workflow. So you can see, for instance, which customer has opened your email, who's renewed, and who's actually declined your renewal offer. So I'm going to go through the features and the platform today, some of the things that are available today, and some of the things that are coming in later in the year. Okay, so typically, so this is now the email that you're currently getting from us today to you. So this is, we have listened to you, and this is your upcoming renewal. Please access the portal. So this portal is a renewals partner portal. It's different to the MSP portal and the partner zone portal. Eventually, one day, we'll get all these portals together, but today it's a separate platform. Now, the way that you access it is you just click on this green button at the bottom of your email. The email would have come from maintenance@renewals.storagecraft.com. And then the first time that you go in here, you'll create a password so you can access the site at any time, and you'll get monthly reminders that will be sent to you of your upcoming renewals. But the great thing about this is that the fact that you can go in there at any time, you can go there at any time and look at the status of your specific customer renewals and where they're at. So once you're inside the portal, this is the view that you have. So you can see your order status, you can see the quote number, you can see the due date, you can see the account name, etc. So you can update any missing or incorrect details so that they go to the right person. You can select all your records, or you can just do it on a customer by customer basis, and then you can drill down. Eventually, and I'll go into this, you'll be able to update your margin so that you can control whether your end user customer actually sees a price in there, and you can do that by either a margin or an upfront pricing, and you can do that either percent or dollars, and you can do that across the board or by individual customer. So you can also see, if you go into, you can access the actual key by pressing on this button here, the ... button, and that will show you all the license keys for that particular client. So this is the view that you actually see once you go into the portal, and then you can see if they've opened their email here. And so the work, and then you can also manage it via your dashboard. You can look at it overall, and you can do it via quarter. So you can manage it by quarter or by month or however you want to do it, and you can go forward and see things that are due in the future and so on. And you have a dashboard that shows you the number of opportunities, your revenue, what you've closed, what's still outstanding, and then you can go in there and then manage that and take you in there. So it gives you a specific view and then an overall dashboard view for the portal. And then from a workflow perspective, so today, nothing different. On a monthly basis, we're sending notifications to both our disties and to yourself, which is the letter that I showed you 2 slides back. So this is the partner activity that we're sending to you, and we'll do this on a -90, -60, -30, and -15 day. It's all partner-centric. So we only send it to you as the partner. Then if there's been no renewal completed or converted or told by you to us that it's been moved to an MSP, then only on day 0 and day 7 past the renewal date will we send a communication. We've always done this. Will we send a communication to the end user customer, copying you with no pricing on there whatsoever, but just letting them know that this renewal is a due past date. So it's important, if that renewal no longer exists for whatever reason, for instance, they've moved to an MSP model, subscription model, or whatever, that you tell us that early up in the portal so that we can stop that flow happening. But that's only there if nothing's happened in the previous 90 days. So that's the flow. And then what are the benefits? So the benefits from a vendor, from a partner, and from an end user perspective. So this is an automated renewal processing. So they receive renewals faster with less interaction, which obviously reduces time and cost to deliver the higher volume, low value renewals. So we know that something like over 30% of our renewals are less than $500. And there's a very large proportion of that actually less than 100. So the only way to get that and to make that cost effective for everyone is a automated platform that we're introducing today. So it increases your revenue at every opportunity and automatically includes the upsell options as well without you having to physically do anything. So it's all electronically done. It gives you visibility for all of your renewals. So you see the pipeline, what's due this quarter, what's due next quarter, and quarters beyond that, and what's been real time, what's been renewed, and what's still outstanding. It allows the incumbent partner to protect your incumbency and to manage that. So you sold the original license, and we want you to recoup that that effort that you've done and for supporting us, and to get that renewal. So we only send the renewals to the incumbent partner. It's a self-service renewal, so it decreases the time to renew. And so the end user does that, so they renew and it just flows back to you, and then you place your order on the distributor in the normal fashion. And so there could be integrated payment options that we're looking at further on down the track, that you could say to your customer, hey, you could pay by credit card directly to you, to the reseller, and it integrates it with existing business tools and processes that you currently have today at the partner level. And then it's a simplified dashboard for presenting the current status for renewals, as discussed. So that's the overview of the benefits. And then, so now I just want to talk a little bit around the timelines of what's happening going forward, what's live now, and what's coming forward in the 2.0 release. So today, available right now, you're able to log into the portal, as I showed you before, in that green button that you get from the email from us, and that takes you directly in there. So what that does, that sets off a secure token based on the email address that was sent to you, and then you go in there and you set up your password first time. You can go in today and you can review all of your renewals with that dashboard that I previously showed you. You can update any incorrect or missing end user details, so it gets to the right person, the right address, and so on. You can access the customer license keys in that 3-dot button that you can get to, and you can see all of that. So you can do all of that without waiting for us to send you the information. You can go in and pull down this information when and how at a point in time that you require it. And the only thing that anyone sees is the recommended retail price, is the MSRP pricing. So there is no buy pricing for you or the distributor or recommended sell price, but you see that and you can choose whether the customer sees that or not. If you choose to sell above that, that's your call. So in the next release that we're doing in June, you'll be able to set up your username and password using the secure token link in your email. Sorry, today you can go in and set up your password, but you can set up different usernames going forward. You can indicate that the customers are converting to MSP, so if they've converted to a subscription model, we'll no longer include them in your renewals. So that will you'll be able to set margins. If you want to set margins either from a percentage or a dollar value and show a sell price to your end user customer, you'll be able to do that. So you can use your renewals customers with your pricing. These are just some of the features that are coming. That's not all of them, but these are the key ones. If there's anything that we have missing, or that you have concerns, or that you think that we can be doing better, you can give that feedback directly to your account manager, or send it directly to myself. I'm more than happy to take all feedback. This is something that we want you to be successful with and to grow your business with us. And you can do that, and that's my direct email there, leo.lynch@storagecraft.com.au. And then, so that's what you can do today, and that's what's coming in the future. So that's just a quick overview of what we're doing with renewals. And now I'll open up, are there any questions from any of the attendees on the line? You can do that just by typing them in. So I've got a question here. Let me have a look. Okay. No, there's no questions. If you'd like, I'll just give you a couple more minutes. If there are any questions, you can just send that via the button with the questions, and you just type that in, and then I'll read it back to the audience, and then hopefully have the right answer for you. Okay, we'll just give that one more minute. Let's have a look. There's no questions. Okay. Okay, I'm going to assume there's no questions. If you do have any questions and you don't feel this is the right forum for those questions because it's an open forum and you want to send them to me privately, glad to take that on board. It's leo.lynch, L-Y-N-C-H, @storagecraft.com.au. And so if there are no questions, I will end the session now. All good. And look, I appreciate all the people who've attended today. If you've missed the session, we're going to make this available on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, welcome. And we will be doing this session again next month in May. Thank you for your time.